you gonna tell him? You have to save him. Pro, Jeff said, counting on his fingers. If I tell him, it could save him some pain and a very awkward conversation. Con, I really don't want to tell him. It's awkward for me. I'm choosing the con. I'm a coward, Audrey. Eventually, the guilt, or rather, the fear of Audrey's wrath got to him. Jeff cornered Russell at the engagement party. Listen, Russell, I don't think you should tell Barb how you feel. Not tonight. Why not? I'm ready to commit. I've got the speech ready. Because she doesn't feel the same way. At all. How do you know that? Russell asked, his confidence wavering for the first time since 1994. Because last night after your date, she brought home a very large pint of ice cream, and she told me she would never ruin her special platonic friendship with you by taking it any further. You're the safe friend, Russell, the one she talks to about her actual dates. Russell looked relieved. His ego, like a bruised peach, began to heal. Oh, okay. I wasn't listening anyway. I was too busy checking out the Twindenbergs over there. My heart erection has subsided. He was back. The old Russell was back. He walked away, leaving Jeff to wonder if he had saved a friend or just prolonged a very expensive lifestyle. Chapter 8. The Sinking of the Starlight, the Nautical Disaster. The concept of a dinner cruise sounded romantic in a glossy brochure. In reality, it was a slow-motion collision of biological clocks, social anxiety, and motion sickness. Jeff and Audrey had finally convinced Jennifer and Adam to join their latest fix-up project, Jack and Sheila. I don't think I've ever eaten on a boat before, Jennifer said as they stepped onto the Starlight, which smelled faintly of diesel and shrimp cocktail. We've been out 3 times, Adam noted, glancing at her with a look of concern. You're telling me this now. I feel like I don't even know you. Do you have a secret fear of buoyancy? The evening started well enough. Jack seemed funny, and Sheila was attractive. But the air turned cold when Jack, in an effort to be candid, revealed a terrifying truth to the men during a smoke break. Sheila's great, Jack said, leaning against the railing. Plus, we're at exactly the same point in our lives. I'm 32, and so is she. It's a perfect match. Jeff froze, his drink halfway to his mouth. No, she's 38. She's been 38 for 3 years. She tells Audrey about her biological clock ticking like a time bomb every 10 minutes. Her what? Jack asked, his face draining of color until he matched the white paint of the boat. Some clock she bought, Adam chimed in, completely oblivious to the subtext. She says it doesn't work right. She's always complaining about the ticking. She'll probably just return it to sharper image. The fallout was immediate. Jack didn't just leave. He jumped ship metaphorically at first, and then literally, leaping off the gangway before the boat even left the dock. Back at the table, the atmosphere was poisonous. Audrey was furious at Jeff for leaking the age secret. Jennifer was furious at Jack for being shallow, and Jeff was mostly furious about the bill. Audrey put Jack and Sheila's dinners on our credit card. Jeff hissed at Adam over a plate of rubbery salmon. Well, in that case, thank you, Jack. Adam smirked, taking a large bite of shrimp. No, I should only be responsible for Sheila, Jeff argued, pointing his fork. Jack's on your tab because you're the one who let the biological clock out of the bag and sent him overboard. I am not paying for a guy who abandoned us for a clock, Adam retorted. The argument shifted to the principle of the matter, leading to a standoff that involved cab fares, theater tickets, and a very expensive shrimp that Jeff refused to eat on principle, even though it was the only thing on the boat that tasted like food. Chapter 9, The Vertical Quest, the Labyrinth of the Elevator. Russell Dunbar had a new religion, and its temple was an Otis elevator. Ever since he had locked eyes with a mysterious blonde woman, a honey blonde angel with sky blue eyes and lips that looked like they were designed for pouting, he had dedicated his life to riding the elevator up and down in hopes of a second encounter. The doorman's gonna kick you out, man, Adam warned him as Russell leaned against the elevator wall for the 5th hour, holding a slice of cold pizza. It's creepy. You're like a vertical ghost. No, he's not. Oscar is cool, Russell replied, nodding to the doorman through the open doors. I explained my situation. He knows this girl is my destiny. He's my wingman on the ground. It's called an erection. Russell, Jeff deadpanned from the lobby. Don't confuse your anatomy with fate. No, it wasn't down there, Russell insisted, hand over his heart. It was like my heart had an erection. A pure, noble, cardiovascular expansion. Days turned into a week. Russell ordered pizza to the elevator. He greeted residents by name, helping them with their groceries. He became a fixture of the building's vertical logistics. Finally, the doors slid open on the 12th floor, and there she was, Tiffany. Tiffany! Russell gasped, nearly dropping his pizza. I've been riding this for a week just to meet you. Everyone's in on it. The doorman, the mailman. It's destiny. Tiffany didn't see destiny. She saw a sweaty man who smelled like cold pepperoni and desperation. She didn't say a word. She simply pulled a canister of mace from her designer purse and gave Russell a faceful of chemical justice. 10 minutes later, Russell was sitting on the lobby floor, his eyes glowing like radioactive embers, his face a mask of tears and regret. Oscar, the doorman, looked down at him with a mix of pity and professional detachment. Was that her? Oscar asked. Yeah, Russell wheezed, his voice a raspy whisper. We've decided to see other people. It was a mutual decision. She used mace. I used pain. But the universe, as it turned out, wasn't done with Russell. Mrs. Fulford, an elderly resident with a penchant for matching tracksuits, stopped by. When you find her, Rusty, she'll be so touched by your effort, she said, patting his shoulder. And if you don't, I could set you up with one of the